You fill up my senses like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses. Come fill me again. I hate that commercial. That is the stupidest commercial on TV right now. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's like truevalues.com. It doesn't make any sense. Don't get me wrong. I love John Denver. That's not what this is about. This is about the commercial. It doesn't make any sense. And that song is haunting on the commercial. That commercial is haunting just in general. Watch it late at night when you're by yourself. It's disgustingly terrible. Anyways, welcome everybody to today's episode of Government Update with Nate. I'm Nate and I'll try to give you all the facts that I can find on politicians and government. And I'll try to give you those facts as straight as humanly possible. So, in favor or in honor of John Denver, we're going to be reviewing the Senate race that's going on currently in the state of Colorado, because Denver is the capital city of Colorado, for those of you who are living on a rock and do not know. Anyways, but before we get there, I wanted to cover some housekeeping things because a lot has happened since I last posted. So first things first, I don't know what I'm going to do on Wednesdays because Neve and Max are no longer on Catfish. Their season is wrapped up. The season ended on a really nice, crazy note. One of the guys, I forget his name, was super nice. Anyways, that show was awesome. Love the show. Neve and Max have this uncanny ability to navigate these horribly challenging, like emotionally driven conversations in such a way that is so awesome. I only wish that I could do that with people in politics because they have a way of just navigating it and making everyone feel happy, or at least the show makes it seem like everyone's kind of on a good note as they leave, before they leave. That show is awesome. Love the show. Don't know what I'm going to do on Wednesday nights. Now, anyways, second thing, Every Time I Die just came out with a new album and it is ripping, man. Every Time I Die is a band that came out of Buffalo, New York. One of my favorite bands of all time. They came out with a new album. They've been doing it forever. They came out with a new one again just this past weekend, and it's fucking sweet. So make sure you check out Every Time I Die. Let's get back to the purpose of the show. So we're reviewing Mike Bennet and Darryl Glenn today. This is the Senate race that's going on in Colorado. Mike Bennet is the Democratic incumbent and his challenger is Darryl Glenn, the Republican. Darryl Glenn kind of came out of nowhere and surprised a lot of people in the primary, beat a couple different other politicians that were pretty heavily backed in Colorado, and came out as the Republican nominee for Senate. The polls have them pretty close. Remember how much we love polls on Government Update with Nate, folks. Put all of your stock in them. They're true 100%. That was sarcasm. Polls suck. However, do as I say, not as I do. I'm kind of using them here as a basis to bring you the top two candidates. Darryl Glenn is pretty close, even though Colorado is identified as a securely Democratic state. Anything could happen. All right, so let's review Mike Bennett's voting record. I've picked top 3 votes. One's on immigration, one is on kind of funding, and then the other one is on a trade bill. So the first one is Senate Bill 2146, and that was to defund sanctuary cities that violated illegal immigration law. Basically the same thing that's as a part of Donald Trump's platform. He wants to defund or stop government funding for these sanctuary cities that violate illegal immigration laws. He voted no on that bill, so he didn't want that to happen. All right, the next one, he voted yes on appropriating money to the Department of Defense for 2016. That's a pretty standard bill, but he was one of only a few Democrats to do so. The bill went through pretty partisan, or had a lot of partisan support, but there were still 25 other people that didn't want it or didn't vote for it, and those were primarily Democrats, so he kind of split with his party on that one. And then he also voted in favor of the Trade Act of 2015. This is H.R. 1314. This was the fast track authority. Now, what that means is that Congress gave the ability for the president to negotiate trade deals that cannot be amended by Congress that fall under a certain criteria. He voted in favor of this bill, and that actually, he was only one of 13 Democrats to do so. Primarily, Republicans voted for this bill, which you would think that because of their ideology, you would think that they wouldn't vote in favor of this bill, but they did. Anyways, that is Mike Bennet. He is the incumbent Democrat on the state, and he was actually born in New Delhi, which is one of the cool notes that I have up there. He's born in New Delhi and is a senator. Kind of cool. The next, his challenger, Darryl Glenn. He doesn't have a voting record because he never held any political office before this one, if he does win. So the only thing I can give you is his campaign platform, and it's pretty standard. He wants to reduce government spending, reduce regulation on small businesses, and repeal Obamacare. Big surprise there. Nothing really crazy going on for them. But that is Mike Bennet versus Darryl Glenn in the Colorado Senate race. Be sure to check out their campaign websites if you'd like to know more if you are a Colorado viewer. Now, let me get this out of here. I've been bursting at the seams trying to get this out for this episode. Tonight is the debate, and I know everyone's going to lose their minds about the debate because, oh my God, it's the first time Hillary and Trump are in the same place at the same time. They're going to be talking about all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. Tonight is going to be essentially a waste of everyone's time. This is coming from somebody that loves politics and loves government. The debates are a bunch of malarkey. And yes, I can use such strong language on YouTube and Facebook. It's malarkey because watch. Anderson Cooper, I think, is the moderator. Whoever the moderator is going to be talking to these candidates, asking them very pointed and specific questions to try and throw them off their game. The candidates are not going to answer a goddamn thing. Only thing that the candidates are going to do is just use this time as a form of minute stump speeches that they've gone the whole time. They're going to say the same thing every single time that they've been saying this whole entire time. And that's what tonight's real true test is, to see if they can be flapped by the media or by their opponent. So tonight is going to be essentially a waste of time. Everyone that watches it, prove me wrong. I will be tweeting and posting small snippets of videos throughout the debate tonight, so be sure to watch out for my news feed while you're watching the debate, because I know everyone's going to be watching it because there's over 100 million viewers that are going to be forecasted for it, more than the Super Bowl, which is ridiculous. This election, I tell you what, big things coming on the governmentupdatewithnate.com store, so check it out, folks. We got some cool things coming your way. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You fill up my sense.